So if you're a business owner right now that is looking to build a personal brand, you don't know what content to post, maybe you're operating an agency, you're a coach, you're a consultant, and you don't know what content to post, how to get views, how to actually push that traffic into one simple sales funnel to get clients and customers through the door, then I'm going to show you how I'm able to make $20,000 per month with monthly recurring revenue selling mid to high ticket programs, all from my personal brand. I have a team of two, myself and one other person, 90% net margins, and I don't run a single paid ad, and I work about 4 to 5 hours a day maximum really on my content, and how I've been able to remove myself from the back end of the business, which means that at the moment we're able to focus on really selling like decent price programs, about $9.95 per month, and stacking monthly recurring revenue. So people pay this for like 4 to 6 months at the moment, and then how we're able to build out a back end program. So I'm going to show you exactly what my content strategy is, how I'm able to run that through a very, very simple sales funnel that I recommend you do, how we nurture our leads. I'll take you through my email and SMS automations to nurture them, and then how we actually bring them through to actually buying our programs, our mid-ticket and our higher ticket stuff, and then how we've built a system on the back end, which means that our clients never leave and they stay for a very long period of time and they make a fuck ton of money from our program, and how our program is so good that people don't want to leave and they continue paying that monthly fee. So it's high ticket monthly recurring revenue, and this is how I'm able to do it. And at the end of the day, guys, if you want to build a personal brand and you want to get 100,000, I was able to launch a new YouTube channel that got 100,000 views in its first 30 days and brought on 10 new high ticket clients, and I filmed an entire program that I want to give you for free that will show you how to do that. So if you want to get 100,000 views with your personal brand on YouTube and bring in clients and actually start monetizing that personal brand in the next month, click the first link down below in the description and you can join this program. There's a whole community which you can access for free. There's a whole course that you can access for free that will show you exactly how to grow it on YouTube. Now, for reference, guys, I've been able to generate over 12 million views on YouTube, hundreds of millions of views, or sorry, tens of millions of views over on TikTok and Instagram, and everything that I know is inside that program. And like I say, it's totally for free. At the moment, it's usually worth like $4,500 worth of stuff, but you're getting it for free. So the first link's down below in the description. Now, without any further ado, let's just dive into this video and just kind of get started. So I want to take you through a few main things. Number one is my content strategy, what we use, what platforms I post on, what my intention is with each platform, how I run them through my sales funnels, which sales funnel I'm running, why is it so simple, how we nurture our leads, how we actually get them to pay even high ticket programs through the DMs without even having to do any sales calls if we don't need to, and then how we actually run our back end systems of our business as well. Now, I'm a massive believer in systems and scaling simple. I do not see the point in having a very complicated system where you're pushing people through multiple different sales funnels, when you can have one that works incredibly well, sell one product and make a lot of money with one product, with one simple sales funnel, with a very simple personal brand. Now, for reference, guys, I've got 800 subscribers over here on YouTube, about 700 followers over on Instagram, and about 28,000 followers over on TikTok. And TikTok continues to get banned all the time. So it's a very small personal brand, but we're able to do a pretty decent amount of yearly revenue from that personal brand. So trust me, this works. All right, so at the moment, I focus on three main platforms: YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Now, Instagram and TikTok for me at the moment are very much B2C, right? Direct to consumer. How do we get just normal everyday people to buy into our programs? This is because I'm casting a very wide net with short form content. As you can see, 1 million views on a short form video. This is not going to be 1 million qualified entrepreneurs and business owners that have disposable income that they can invest. This is going to be anyone from a kid that goes to school to a multi-millionaire online, right? And I don't know who's going to see that video, so what I have to do is assume that the vast majority of people here are going to be unqualified leads. And the same with Instagram as well. So what we do is we push these people to our mid-ticket program, which is $197 a month offer. And this is my focus with my short form content. Now, with my short form content, I know that I'm going to attract very unqualified prospects, and I'm also going to attract some very high qualified prospects, which means that I don't want to be pushing all of my short form content through a different sales funnel. That means I can't, when I do get highly qualified prospects, I'm not able to sell them a high ticket program, and then I'm just underselling them on a program that realistically they need something different or they would have paid more, right? Which means that I run everything through this one sales funnel at the moment, and depending on who you are and what you want to buy, you can buy my mid ticket or my high ticket program. So that's what we run at the moment. The way that I focus on short form content is I know, because I've been doing this for quite a long time now, that short form content, you just cast a very wide net. And I know that for me, in order to get as many eyeballs on my business as possible, I don't want to create Alex Hormozy style content, which is if you're a business owner and you've been struggling with X, Y, and Z and talking about like boring stuff like that, because I know how the short form algorithms work. And the reason why I don't do that is because if I post a video that's very, very much geared towards business owners, which is obviously my higher, like more qualified client, they're never going to get more than 200 to 300 views, because the way that the algorithm works is it will distribute your content to pretty much, when you first start, 200 random people off the street. And if you're talking about like boring business jargon, no one's going to want to watch that. And just copying what Alex Hormozy does is not going to work, because he's got like millions of followers over across all platforms and everyone knows who he is, so they're going to watch his content. But I guarantee you it was not like that 2 years ago when he first started. So for you, what you need to do is what I do, which is I say, okay, how can I create a video that is broad and mass appealing to the everyday person, but also demonstrates my understanding of finance and business, that can attract those people, whether or not they're a highly qualified business owner or whether or not they're someone that would buy my mid-ticket program, and then funnel them through. So I make slightly more entertaining educational content, and I also add in a lot of controversy. All right, and controversy is what will really drive a lot of views over on TikTok. So turning 38,000 salary into a 3.1 million pounds, money saving tips, 1.2 million views. All right, this video here, this is what I create over on Instagram right now, and I've done a few different things. We've done some talking head style videos just like this, where I stand up to the camera and I actually talk to it, and we also do some faceless style content like this as well. Now the reason why I do this faceless style content is because it's easy to produce, it's mass quantity, I don't have to really do much about it. I do one video a day, and you guys would have seen this stuff before, asking for people to read the caption, give them some value and some explanation in the caption, and that is pretty much it, and then giving them a call to action, which is comment school. And if they comment school, I use software called ManyChat to basically DM them, and then I will send them to this funnel here, which I'll take you through: an opt-in, VSL, book call, and a call confirmed, right? And then the same goes for the TikTok as well. I watch this video, give away something of value for free, they'll opt in. But this, I don't ask for the comment, I ask for the call to action to click the link in my bio, and I run them through this funnel as well. And then same goes for YouTube. Now, with YouTube, it's a slightly different platform, right? So TikTok and Instagram are really focused on reach and volume and getting as many eyeballs as I possibly can to build brand awareness and push as many people into my funnel as possible. Whereas YouTube is built for specifically more so disqualifying people rather than qualifying people. Okay, so short form content is, how do I get as many people into this net, call out some form of symptom that the market is feeling, educate them on the problem that they have probably having right now, because more often than not, right, the reason why your short form content isn't doing very well is because you're calling out a problem or a pain point that they're feeling right now. The issue is with that is a lot of people, the vast majority of people, don't know they have a problem, they have a symptom of that problem, right? So if you can't pay your rent, or you're struggling with bills, or you feel stressed all the time, that's a symptom, and the problem might be your revenue or your income every single month is too low. Which means that the solution is either get a promotion, get a high-paying job, work multiple jobs, start a side hustle, maybe start a business, right? So there's multiple solutions, there's multiple problems, and there's multiple symptoms. So my job as a marketer and a business owner with my short-form content is to say, well, call out some form of symptom that they're feeling, educate them on what problem it actually is, and then present the best solution which ties into my product, and then tell them I have a product to sell them, right? Or give them, okay? So that's what I do with my short-form content. I push them through that funnel, which means that I'm trying to qualify people, right? I get a lot of unqualified people at the top, and my goal is at the end of the video is to qualify people into that funnel. With this long form content, my goal is really to unqualify people. I do not want just average, everyday, normal people that aren't operating businesses, that aren't making revenue right now to be watching this content, which is why at the beginning of my video, I always call out my market. I say, look, if you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you're scaling your business right now, and you're fully reliant on cold traffic to bring in revenue, and you're trying to build a personal brand, right? Watch this video. Because what that does is, as if we go over here onto the video itself, right, you'll see it's a 20-minute long video, and I'm looking for, like, obviously I don't want this to be a massive vertical drop with no one paying attention, but it has to be kind of boring content that is not super like exciting and flashy edits that's drawing people's attention in. It's just educational stuff that's showing my experience and knowledge and expertise that will actually bring in clients. And at the beginning of every single one of my videos, I will disqualify people and say, look, if you're not X, Y, and Z, this video is not for you. All right, which means that I only get qualified people into my funnel. Now, because of that, on YouTube, my focus is I only want to get business owners and entrepreneurs watching this stuff, right? Consultants, coaches, agency owners, people that are selling high ticket, low ticket memberships, doesn't really matter to me. Which means that when I get 700 views on these videos, and it all comes from basically YouTube recommendations and like nothing comes from direct traffic, that means to me that I've got 700 qualified eyeballs on my videos, which means that if they come through onto my sales page and my landing page and my funnels, they're actually like qualified people that would actually go through and purchase my products. So with long form content, find my market, provide value, and then at the first 60 seconds to 1 minute 30 seconds, I always do a soft pitch. And I'd recommend you always do a soft pitch at the beginning and do a hard pitch at the end. And what I mean by that is you'll notice quite a lot of people when they start a YouTube video, they'll hard sell their products in the first like 1 to 2 minutes. And that will just lead to everyone just wanting to delete that video, right? Because you've not provided any value, you've not educated anyone. So what I do is I give away a bunch of stuff for free at the beginning, all right? And that's my lead magnet, which you'll notice I did right at the beginning of this video, which is my free YouTube course. There's $4,500 worth of stuff for free. This whole YouTube school community, all of that, how to build your personal brand, and the whole community that is now for free. That's my lead magnet, which is my soft sell at the beginning, which will still push people through my sales funnel, right? So I recommend you do that. So that's my content strategy in terms of where I get my leads from. Now, at the moment, our higher ticket clients, typically we will sign, every time I post a video, we could sign one client from a video that I post, depending on whether it's straight away or whether it's in the next week. But one video will typically sign on 1 to 2 clients at the number of views I'm getting right now, right? 500 to 1,000 views per video, which is extremely high leverage on my time. From a 20-minute video and I post it on YouTube, we sign a couple of clients. With short form content, that's not the case. With short form content, we focus much more on reach, brand awareness, and nurturing our clients and our customers and our leads, and also making sure the community actually feels valuable because there's more people in it. But also, like for me, these do actually bring in revenue for my mid-ticket products. So short form is for mid-ticket, which is about $297 a month, and then for long form is my higher ticket programs. Now, all of this traffic goes into the same funnel. I don't discriminate. There's no different funnels at the moment that we're testing. It all goes through one simple sales funnel. We do split test and try different things occasionally, but more often than not, it goes through one simple sales funnel. And it's a simple 4-step funnel that I recommend you run right now. It's a simple opt-in form with a lead magnet to generate leads. We run a simple VSL, which educates or calls out a pain point of my ideal target market, just stacks testimonials and shows I know exactly what I'm talking about. And then I have a book call page and then a call confirmation page. All right, so it's a book call funnel. Now, my VSL funnel here, at the moment, my main focus is not to show that I know what I'm talking about. I don't want to show my experience or like calling out pain points and trying to help people understand the problems and the symptoms and all that stuff, right? So my VSL, which you would usually do, would be this stuff: calling out a symptom, educate them on their problem, calling out the solution, and then telling them that you have a product to them. That's not what my VSL is right now. And the reason why is because this is very top of funnel stuff, right? Which works as short form content. People that have never seen me before, I need to do this stuff so they are educated and pre-qualified into my funnel. My long form content is already doing that. All right, my long form content has already disqualified people and pushed people out, and it's also shown that I know what I'm talking about and educated people, which means that when I push them through my opt-in funnel, where they get access to this, right, my free community, my free course, name, email, phone number, then they join, then they get taken to my VSL page. I've already qualified people in, which means my VSL is purely designed to show them that I can actually help them. So we have a testimonial wall on my landing page, which is like not an infinite scroll, but we've got a shit ton of testimonials in there. And then there's just a simple VSL to book in a call, right? And then again, we have an attractive offer, which is if you want to work with me one-on-one, I can guarantee that you'll sign 10 clients in 30 days from your brand new personal brand when we work one-on-one. That's the offer, right? Because it works so fucking well with this funnel, all right? So if you want to do that and you want to work with me one-on-one, then go through the funnel and you can apply to book a call with me. But essentially this VSL, which I'll show you now. So this is what the landing page looks like, okay? So we have a testimonial wall, which we need to add more testimonials to be fair. I just keep meaning to get around to it. And then we have a simple VSL. Okay, now the VSL is about 2 to 3 minutes long. I recommend being 2 minutes max. I just had too many testimonials put in one video. And the focus behind this is just stacking up. If you're a business owner right now, stacking up results and testimonials, okay? So I call out my target market. I say, look, if this is the problem that you're having right now, here is the problem that you have, right? You need to be building a personal brand. You probably already know that, but you don't know what content to post, or you're posting content, it's not getting that many views, whatever the problem is. And then I just flash up a bunch of testimonials and I say, look, this is what I can help you do. I can help you do that. And you know that I can do that because I post a lot of content that shows this all the time, all right? And then when they do that, it takes them through to the booking page. So they go ahead to book a call. They can select a time they want to book in. And then we do a little bit of pre-qualification, all right? So it's just saying, for example, like, what's their monthly revenue? What's their main social media account? What personal brand, what are they struggling with at the moment? How much they have to invest, because my one-on-one coaching is not free. They have to pay for it. So it's how much they're willing to invest. So I know that they're financially qualified. Anyone who's unfinancially qualified, this is where I'll take you through what the guy that works with me at the moment does. We just disqualify them from the sales call. And then I'll take you through my intro calls as well and stuff. And then we just make sure they confirm for the call and say, look, don't waste my fucking time. If you're not going to turn up to the call, just cancel. Otherwise I'll blacklist you because I don't have time for time wasters. And then we have a testimonial stack as well. And then we simply have a call confirmation funnel. Now the call confirmation is actually quite important. The reason why I have this is not to demonstrate that I know that I can help them or show my testimonials. I have the same testimonials here anyway, just to make the funnel just push up that, show that I know what I'm talking about. But this is really just to set the precedent for the call. And because I'm pushing traffic from my personal brand right now, I inherently are going to attract people that want free information, all right? People are going to be like, oh, I can book a call with him. This is going to be a free coaching call, right? So they'll come through and they'll be like, oh, I can book a call. He's got a free course. I'll have that. Oh, he's doing a free call. I'll book on a coaching call with him, which is why on my button here I say one-on-one coaching is not free, right? Just to disqualify people. But also on this call confirmation page as well, I say, look, number one, this call is confirmed. It is not free. This is not a coaching consulting call. This is just to see whether or not you'd be a good fit to work with me one-on-one as a client, right? i.e. this is a sales call. Then the second thing that I do on this call as well is I go through and I say, make sure you actually turn up to this call on time, because otherwise I'll blacklist you and make sure you don't book on the call again, because I don't like people to waste my time. And then the third thing that I do is, depending on how many leads we get through and the qualification of that lead, we actually do a 2-step call. All right. Now, this is where it comes into collecting the payment. Now, at the moment, depending on who you are and when you book in on the calendar, first thing that will happen is when you go through my opt-in page, which is here, you join my email list. All right, so you'll join my email and you'll get text messages and emails, and then you'll also get my free group. Okay, so this free group here is designed to nurture leads, but it's also designed to push you back into this funnel. Okay, so it's just an extra step that pushes you back in. Now, at this stage, when you opt in, you get added into my email list. First of all, you get a text message from me that'll say, look, you just joined, great, I'll go ahead and send you a link to your email in just a second. Don't know why this isn't loading. Here you go. So look, Matt here from YouTube. Saw you requested access to the free YouTube growth program. I'll shoot across an email with an invite, so double check your spam. And then we have a wait for 10 minutes. Now, the reason why we have a wait for 10 minutes is because I want to allow them enough time to watch my VSL and go through and book on a call, which will take about 10 to 15 minutes to do this process. What I don't want to do is distract them from this funnel. Right? My funnel is to get them onto that call so they can become a client. It's not just to send everyone to a bunch of free stuff. Ultimately, I'm a business owner. I want to start making money from it, right? So what I do here is I give them time to go through and book on a call. Then they get an email to join my group. Now, what's really important about my emails right now is the first one is just an invitation. Okay, so if you want to join, here's the link to join. But I also say in every single email, look, this is my offer. I can guarantee you, you'll sign 10 clients in 30 days if you build this system. I'm going to show you how to build all this stuff here. We work one-on-one to do this together. Book a time to speak to me one-on-one, and I'll see if we're a good fit to work together. So all of my emails here, I drive them back to this booking page. All right, so I don't send them back to the VSL, I send them back to the booking page because they would have seen this, but they may not have seen this. All right, so I drive them back here to go ahead and book in a call. But what I also do is I tell every single email, I invite them to actually join the school community, right? I've got the school community here, but I also make sure that I send them an email every single day or every other day about the program as well. So here we have each lesson. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lessons inside the free course that they can watch. So rather than just saying here, go ahead and join them, relying on them to join and actually watch the stuff, is I send them valuable stuff saying, look, if you're creators posting content and you're wondering about how the creator economy works, then number one, go to the classroom and watch the creator economy. You'll see a video that explains exactly how this works and how you can take advantage of it. Now, my copywriting plan here is not designed to educate them on the lesson content that I've got over in my free school community. This is designed on, like, the whole point of my email sequences is not just to educate them, but to get them back in to the free school community. I want to have a soft call to action, which is join the classroom, the school community, which is why you'll notice there's not a link to it here. And then I want a strong call to action, which says, look, you need one-on-one bespoke help, custom help and support, which means you should go ahead and book on a one-on-one call here. All right. So they should go ahead and book on a call. Now, with that being said, I want to make sure that everyone that says they want to join this Viral Accelerator free school community get actually into it, because when I do a post inside my free school community, it will automatically email everyone, and I can qualify them and nurture them and keep them warm and show them that I can help them. And if they don't buy this month, they might buy next month or the month after that. And it doesn't really matter to me when they buy, but I want them to be in here to be nurtured. So that's the whole point of this email list. So every email I say, look, do make sure you've joined, and I do give them a link to go ahead and join. So that's simply the email sequence, which is just every other day saying to them, like, look, have you ever wondered how the algorithm works? This is how I've been able to get 10 million views on my long form YouTube content. If you want to watch that, go to the classroom and watch this video. And then also if you want the one-on-one help, click here to book a call. Very, very simple email sequence that does perform quite well. Now, we do get a few passive book calls from this email list, but more often than not, our book calls will come from straight from the funnel itself, right? So when someone comes through this funnel, they watch the VSL, they'll go to the booking page, and they'll actually book in, then they'll confirm, and they'll show up. Okay, so we operate at about an 80% sharp rate right now, which is pretty decent. And that's because we only allow people to book like 2 or 3 days in the future, and we have very much a strong email sequence that says, like, look, if you don't show up, we'll blacklist you and you won't be able to book on. Now, that's how the main funnel works. Now, before I go through how we actually sell people, I want to take you through the nurturing system. Now, obviously, you have the email and text message sequence, which is already nurturing them and providing them free value. But the whole point behind the course and community is we don't do any coaching calls in here. It's just a community and there's just a course, but we do give people feedback. So, for example, here, right, when this person wanted feedback on their YouTube shorts, they're a small business owner. They posted their YouTube shorts. We'll go through and we'll actually give them feedback on their YouTube short content so they feel heard and they know what we're talking about, all right? But what I'll also do is I'll also post my YouTube videos. So any YouTube videos that I post on YouTube, I'll also post into my free group. Now, the reason why is because I know for a fact, and I won't do the Loom video here, I'll actually link the YouTube video so we actually get views to my YouTube page rather than getting just so it actually helps the algorithm. But the reason why I do that is because I know that people that watch one video may not subscribe, they may not watch multiple videos. So for me, I've got to make sure that I capture as many people as possible and I nurture them for as long as possible. But what also happens as a result of that is every single YouTube video has a soft sell to my program as well, which means that whether they watch my courses, whether they watch my free YouTube videos, whether or not they're in my email list, every single place that they're engaging with my content, there is a soft call to action or a strong call to action that pushes them straight back to this book call page. All right. This is why when I tell you it's a really simple sales funnel and it works incredibly well, because all of my traffic goes to one simple funnel and I can just qualify and disqualify people depending on who they are. And then we just push into the funnel. Now I try and focus a lot more on automation as much as possible, which is why we have all the email sequences and everything else. But also in the videos inside the program, there's a call to action, which will say here, come to the free class on Tuesday. So we do have a free webinar that we do on Tuesdays to upsell people into our mid-ticket, but we also make sure we push them onto book a call with me one-on-one, right? So when they join, they get an automatic message which says, look, well done for joining, make sure you book on your free call. We'll see if you're a good fit to work with me one-on-one. So that's an automatic email sequence that we have going out, or a text message when they join the group. But the other massive thing that works incredibly well right now is manual appointment setting. So when someone joins our school community, the guy that works with me will go inside the school community working on my account and will be manually setting appointments from school. All right, and pre-qualifying them. And what we'll do is we'll do a lot of pre-qualification before we send them to the booking page if we're doing manual DMs, because depending on if they're coming from my short form content over here on Instagram and TikTok, I know that these are much more B2C. All right, so how to go from 0 to 10K a month with a personal brand, whereas on my YouTube it's much more how to go 10 to 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month with your personal brand. So these are more direct to consumer stuff. So what I'll do is I'll do qualification. Where's it gone? Qualification questions in here. Work out, would they be a good fit for my high ticket program? Are they actually making money right now? If the answer is I'm making a couple of $100 a month or a couple of $1,000 a month, and that's about it, they're not going to be able to afford my high ticket programs more often than not. So we'll sell them to our mid ticket program. Now my mid ticket program, as you can see, is a pretty large program. It's very simple. It's another school community, and this shows people how to basically make 10K a month as a content creator. So build a personal brand and monetize it with low ticket or mid-ticket subscription products through a school community. We've got 372 members in here right now. There's a community, there's a whole classroom, a whole bunch of course content that will teach them how to do it, and then we also have coaching calls as well. So that's my mid-ticket offer that will push people into. And typically for that, we'll just sell that through the DMs more often than not, as our main focus right now is selling the high ticket, stacking high ticket monthly recurring revenue. But that's low ticket monthly recurring revenue. We get anywhere between a 3 to 4 5 month lifetime value on that, which means 2, 4, 6, about $600 to $800 per customer that comes to our mid-ticket products. And then here, let's go through how the high ticket program works. So once they book on a call and they confirm with me, we typically run them through a 2-step call process. Now, I do not want to be taking every single sales call all the time, every single day, because number one, I'm the business owner. I've got to be making sure the whole ship is actually moving forward. But number two is more often than not, we do have some unqualified people that come through. So we have a 2-step call, and this is where we have an intro call. Now, the intro call is run by this guy, Malachi, who works with me in the business to make sure that we actually qualify people in and qualify people out. And that discovery call, intro call, is really just to make sure that they have the money to invest. They actually are serious. They do have a business. They're not looking for free coaching, and they're not just trying to get on a call with me, just access me, just talk about something irrelevant. They are actually interested in our offer. All right. So then he's not designed to sell on that call, but if there's someone that's hot, that's ready to buy, then he will send them the link and he'll get them to join. Now, our offer right now is about $9.95 per month. Cancel whenever you want. We have basically got a money refund policy, like a money back guarantee that basically says, like, look, if you feel you've had absolutely no results from this and it's been a waste of your time, you can get your money back. Just because I'm a big believer in actually providing a great program, which I'll take you through later on, that absolutely crushes it for our clients. But $9.95 per month. And what he will do, Malachi, is on that intro call, is if he thinks someone's qualified to actually go ahead and just join straight away, he'll just send them that and he'll close them on that first call. If he thinks that they are qualified, but they're going to need a little bit more touch point, then he'll get them on a call with me, and then I will actually do the closing call and actually qualify people in and out. Now, we do a heavy amount of pre-qualification in and out. My focus right now is not to do $100,000 a month recurring revenue and break my system. I want to see how can I build this business model here, this funnel, to keep it simple, keep it lean and efficient. I do not want a team of 20 people and we're operating at 20% net margin because we scale too quickly. I do not want to have a shit product on the back end that means everyone leaves. My focus is how can I sell high ticket products for a monthly subscription that means everyone stays for 6 to 12 months. right? So our lifetime value is $6,000 to $12,000 per client I bring from my organic content. That's my focus, which means that we actually say no to a lot of clients. I'm really strict on bringing on only the qualified people because I only want to work with people one-on-one that I think it can help. Now, how does the program actually work? Now, for me, like I say, as you've probably noticed right now, my big focus is how can we bring in this many people at the top here of the funnel, qualify them, bring them in, and then stack monthly recurring revenue. I do not want to be doing $100,000 in June and then in July do $5,000 and then April next year do 300,000. You know, it's up and down and random numbers, right? I want to be able to do 20,000, 20,000, 25,000, 25,000, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, 32,000, like slowly just building the business rather than just going spiky, spiky, spike, right? Predictability and recurring revenue is amazing for us because ultimately the long-term goal of this is to build out a business that has enterprise value, that I can remove myself from the content on the top, remove myself from the content on the back end, and just operate the business, which means that then this actually has some recurring revenue as a high-ticket recurring revenue for a B2B consulting business that then means it can actually have enterprise value. So if I want to exit from this and sell it, I've built it in a way that it can sell, right? So that's why I'm building it like this before anyone says I should do something different. And it's working pretty well for us at the moment, right? And also welcome for feedback. But so here's what the offer looks like at the moment. So on the back end, every client that comes through gets one-on-one consulting. All right, that's the offer. It's one-on-one consulting. It's bespoke to whatever you need to do with your business, whether you're trying to build a personal brand on YouTube, short form content, whatever it might be. We help people with their short form content, how to get tens of millions of views on their short form content every quarter or every year, and then how to push all that through a simple sales funnel like this. We also work with them to build out their offer, right? This offer up here. We work with them to build out their VSL. Literally everything that we see, we work with them to build it out for them, or not for them, but with them. So we sell them, this is what you need to do. We educate, we don't do, we educate, they do it. And then how to build out the YouTube platform as well. So it's the whole system, right? So it's short form content, long form content, building out the whole system, the funnel across all different platforms, how to push people through, how to capture leads, how to nurture your leads, and then how to build out a very simple sales funnel just like this, and then stack high ticket monthly recurring revenue as well. Or if they already have a business, just push them into their current existing business. All right. So that's what we do. That's why it's one-on-one and custom. With that being said, there is a group coaching element to it. All right. So as I said, it's $995 per month, right? So it's like a high ticket product, but not like $3,000 a month, which means that I'm focusing on getting these people to pay this. Every business owner can afford this. This is not expensive for a business owner, which means that if they can sign on 1 to 2 clients a month from this and they get a shit ton of value, they're going to stay. And that's my main focus, making sure they stay, which means they get custom one-on-one DM support whenever they want, whenever they need. We will review their videos. So if they post short form content, we review all their content. If they post long form videos, it goes through our funnels and our forms. If you want a sales delivery breakdown, I'll film one, but we'll review all of their content, all of their videos, all of their short form, like long form stuff at the top end. And then we'll also do one-on-one calls where we'll build out this funnel with them, and we'll say, like, look, this is what you need to do, and then we'll review it, make sure it's kind of working. We'll look at the funnel stats, make sure people are actually coming through and opting in, see if they're actually working their leads. And the one-on-one side is actually keeping them accountable as well. Now, at the moment, I operate as one-on-one calls with me, right? That's the only part of this which I want to slowly remove. And eventually what we'll do is we'll hire a full-time coach and consultant that will actually run these one-on-one calls rather than myself doing it, because I do not want to be doing this when we have like 50 clients. It's going to be absolutely exhausting. And all they'll do is just sit on one-on-one calls. Now, there's one-on-one call, 1 per week. But what we also do is we have 5 group coaching sessions a week. So it's like a higher locked program inside our mid-ticket program. So they get access to everything that's in our mid-ticket, everything that's in our free group over here, but they also get a locked program in our high ticket as well. And this is built specifically to be Ascension capable, right? So where is it here, right? Low ticket, mid ticket, high products with high value and Ascension capabilities. If someone is in my low ticket free program here, it's just a case of getting them to join my mid ticket and then or my high ticket. If they're in my mid ticket program, it's just a case of upping their subscription, and then they're in the high ticket program. They're in exactly the same place. It's all kept in one simple location. There's a bunch of locked courses that we have in a different location. And then they also have the one-on-one access, and then we lock these group coaching calls as well, right? So if you're not in the high ticket, if you're in the mid ticket, you'll see that they are happening, but you're not able to access them. If you're in the high ticket, you're able to access them, right? So it will create that FOMO and that drive to want to join it when you're in the mid ticket program. Now, with the group coaching calls, we just go through a few different things. We have calls every single week talking about content, short form content, reviewing your videos, whether or not it's like YouTube or long form or short form. So we have a few different calls each week, depending on short form or long form. Then we have funnel building, right? So actually what's like the funnel, like how are people actually going through your funnel, any questions on that? And then also we have product calls. Okay, so we talk to people every single week about what is your product, how are you building your lifetime value, and that. So our big focus right now as a company is making sure that our clients are able to stack monthly recurring revenue as well. Now, the way this works, we have one-on-one consulting with DM one-on-one support whenever they want, one-on-one help from me, 5 group coaching sessions per week. They've got a whole course as well that will show you exactly how to build out the system, everything that I know about short-form content and long-form content. We also have the community, and then we are in the future going to be hosting in-person events once a quarter as well to all of our clients, where they can just meet one-on-one. We'll do a dinner and like a networking event once every quarter. So that's what we're doing. Now, our objective as a company right now is to massively over provide on value. So you guys might be watching this right now being like, this is not a scalable offer. Right now, we can't bring on multiple clients because of this element here, this one-on-one element. As we start building out, we know what our customer lifetime value is. We can then go on and start hiring a full-time consultant or a full-time coach that knows how to build out businesses just like this, that will manage all these one-on-one calls, which means it removes me from it. And that's the only element that restricts scalability right now. And the reason why we haven't done that is because I want to know for a fact that our clients stay for 6 to 12 months. If I know that a client's going to pay me $12,000 on average, I have more than enough capital per client to give to a consultant to actually run this one-on-one side. Group coaching sessions are infinitely scalable. The course is infinitely scalable. The community is infinitely scalable. In-person events, obviously not scalable, but you would have to probably either we'll just add in a paywall, we have to buy a ticket to the in-person event, or we just say like, look, we restrict the number of events you can come to per year, right? So that doesn't matter too much about scalability. Now, our objective is if we can over provide the value as much as possible across my YouTube content, across my free programs, show them that I can actually help them, give them the free stuff, but then just basically sell the accountability and sell the support. So more often than not, what I've seen when operating this business is people in my free programs have no support whatsoever, right? We do review 1 video per month for them for free, but if they want more support and they want to ask questions, they want to get direct help, then they have to actually subscribe to our mid-ticket program. And if they want to get one-on-one help, then they have to do, and that one-on-one consulting and actually accountability for them specifically, and not just generic help, then they're going to have to join a high-ticket program. So we over-provide value, sell the implementation and sell the support system, and then we drive up monthly recurring revenue. My focus is how can we get 50 to 60 clients paying $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 a month that stay for 6 to 12 months. How can we do that? How can we build that system from top end to back end that will enable us to do that? That's our objective. We want to keep the margins as high as possible. I don't want to run any paid ads. I want to run this all from organic content. I don't want to be operating at anything less than a 90%, 85% net margin. And I want to keep the team lean. I do not want to have a team of 40 fucking people running this entire business. I want to have a team of 3 people, 3 badass motherfuckers that can actually run this business without me having to do the day-to-day. That's my goal. And keep the systems as simple as possible, right? If I had 12 different funnels and 43 different ways of leads coming in and out of this funnel and doing different products and different systems, it would be very difficult to manage setters and, salespeople and people to nurture it and customer success managers and all that kind of stuff. It would get very confusing. Whereas because we only have a very simple ascension model, every lead goes through the same process. We don't need a massive team to be able to run that, and it's a very simple and clean system, and a lot of it is run through automations and systems right now. Now, our ultimate goal as a business is to remove me as a service, right? Which is going to happen inherently. That's not a huge pain point for us at the moment because we have plenty of time to be able to deliver this. Create a very scalable offer, which is obviously, like I say, removing me and getting building out the customer success managers, and then building predictable customer lifetime value and stacking annual recurring revenue as well. So then we can actually build this to have a lot of enterprise value to go ahead and sell. Now, obviously, this funnel is going to change. It's not going to be the same. There are problems with it. There are inefficiencies with it. There are issues with it. It doesn't work 100% of the time, or like as well as you'd want. Business is always a little bit fluctuates a lot. So, yeah, but I mean, in essence, this is what we run, and it works incredibly well. And like I say, $20,000 a month recurring revenue. We do about 90% net margins. There's me and one other person, and we've got some really qualified people. Anyone who I don't like and I don't want to work with, we don't charge, we don't pay, and we actively turn away quite a lot of clients. So we have the ability to scale if we need to. We just want to make sure we do it properly, and we're actually providing a good service for our clients and our customers, not just some shit service that we're just trying to do a quick cash grab. So trying to build up my personal brand for longevity and my business for longevity rather than focusing on the short-term quick cash grab. So I recommend you doing this. And like I say, if you want to work with me one-on-one to build out this system for you, build out your own content strategy, work out how you're going to push these people through a funnel, build out your own sales funnel like this, make sure you've got your own communities, the whole course, the program, everything from scratch, or you've already got an existing business that you just want to build a top-end personal brand and funnel people in, then go ahead, click the first link down below in the description, join the free class, the free community down here, and then go ahead and schedule your call speak with Malachi first, and then you'll speak with me one-on-one. And then, I mean, you already know the price, right? It's $9.95 a month. If you want to pay that and that's cool with you, we have a money-back guarantee as well. So if you don't like it, you can get your money back. Because at the end of the day, I want to make sure you get the great service and the great help. And if you don't, you can get your money back. So if you want that, click the first link down below in the description, book in a call, or you can go ahead and DM me over on Instagram at VolkusMatt, and if you're just ready to pay, DM me and I will send you an invoice for $9.95 and we can jump on our first call and get you started. But yeah, that's it. All right, goodbye.